What a spirit and what mettle, a joy at once and yet a terror to behold. Hello everybody and welcome to this first impressions video of The Legend of Khiimori. This is supposed to be a survival game based on horsemanship, where you not only have to worry about surviving as your player character, but then you also have to worry about taking care of your horse as you deliver packages and journey through the Mongolian wilderness. So naturally, I have to take a stab at this one as a horse person myself and someone who loves survival games. So this is going to be my new player experience, my story, if you will, through the beginning of The Legend of Khiimori.
My name is Nara, and I'm a Yam courier. It is my proud duty to carry messages and cargo for the scattered people of our land. A Yam courier must overcome many challenges and face many perils. We must be bold and well prepared. But the land is beautiful and my people need me. So I will ride. I will master the land and its dangers. And I will bind my people together in pride and prosperity.
Alright, that was a pretty good introduction to what the game is going to be about, what we should expect. Alright, press W to move forward and S to stop. Okay. Take the ink you're carrying to Yisu in Tav, use shift to go faster and control to go slower. As I made my way towards Tove, I noticed how vast the landscape was, which made mounts feel necessary. I also noticed how nice the horse animations were. Nice animations? Oh, there was a bridge there. Okay, new location marked on the map. Control to move slower. I really am loving these animations. I'm used to lately the same animations and models being used in every game that uses horses, so this is so refreshing to see a game that has actually created its own horse models and is also using custom animation. Okay, so we are now at a Yam station. We're going to control to stop. F is dismount. Take a look at this. Oyun Ukan. I'm so sorry, pronunciation-wise. I will try my best. I like this. The horse has a snaffle bit in its mouth. Snaffle bit just means that there's no additional leverage on the bit. So the amount of pressure you're pulling on the reins is the amount of pressure the horse is going to feel in its mouth. I won't get too much into horsey stuff, I swear. Only when I feel it's necessary. As I said, I'm a horse person of a long time. Okay. E to talk.
Nara, I'm glad you're here. The cartographer has been waiting for this ink.
Glad to help.
Speaking of which, I need you to find the Khan's cartographer, Batu. I'm short-handed on riders and can't go myself.
He's missing? What happened?
He rode west looking for a local woodcutter. He may have run into trouble. I'll mark where to start looking on your map,
Very cool. Voice acted. Always make sure you are prepared before heading out. Visit the merchant and buy supplies for your ride. Okay. Look at these ponies. Look at this. So there are different breeds of horses in this game. I think there's an Akal Tech, there's the Mongolian horse, there's another breed, I can't remember the name, but you bet I'm going to want to collect them all. I also know that there is breeding, so you can pair up horses and try and breed for specific stats and coat colors, which I love the idea of. Okay, let's close that tutorial and talk to the merchant. My curiosity was piqued as I headed towards the merchant to fill up on supplies. In most survival games that have mounts, the mount itself doesn't matter as much, rather the player character's survival. So the idea of having to keep my horse alive and really take care of him as I ventured out into the Mongolian wilderness felt appealing to me. I just hoped that the game wouldn't turn into a mount feeding simulator. You can use some items from your backpack or saddlebags. Ooh, we get saddlebags to feed or care for your horse. Okay. So poison ointment. Poison? Are we gonna get snake bites? Okay, so my right saddlebag. Oh, look at this. There's a weight mechanic. Oh, I love it. Okay, so if I have too much in one of my saddlebags, it will weigh the horse off and throw it off balance. That's actually really cool. We'll put the hay in there. Everything else can stay in my backpack. That's not a big deal. Right in the green. Wow, that's a really cool mechanic there. Okay, call horse is Q. Okay. There we go. And let's get on there. And let's head to the cartographer. So, how do let's see, you can edit route. Look at that. So like if I want to do this, you can make your own route to where you would like to go. Perfect. So that'll be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 points that I need to hit, and look at that. It shows up right on my screen. I love this. Really cool. All right. So I'm wondering how finicky this is going to be with having to manage horse stamina. Oop, press M to view the map. Yep, I already figured this out, map. Thank you very much. Route planning. Planning your route is essential to avoid danger along the way. Try to maneuver around the muddy terrain. Press and hold shift to start planning. Muddy terrain? Well, I'm just going to go with the route I set out, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So let's see. I gotta go this way. Alright, so we're zooming now. Stamina's going down pretty quick if you gallop. I love how the horse is snorting. It's not just the usual whinny that you hear. You know when you're watching a movie and a horse is just standing around doing nothing and you just hear the really high-pitched whinny and you're like, what's it doing? That's not normal. Horses don't do that. Horses don't just randomly scream. That's totally a Hollywood thing. Okay, so what I'm curious about now is, see my horse's water? It's getting a little bit low. I'm curious if I bring it over to this water, if it will drink. So let me just hit this marker and head toward this crossing, and then we're gonna see if the horse will drink in the water. Okay, Shavart Wash. Interesting. I'm gonna cross over and then head left. Difficult ground. Drains stamina, increases the chance that you'll stumble. Okay, so the horse struggles through mud. What about just regular old water, though? To get a little drink, maybe? Let's see. Okay, look at that. Oh, it lifts its feet up extra high in water. Look at that. And it drinks. So there, now the water's full. How cool is this? Look how careful it is in the water, lifting its back feet up higher. Really well done animations. So far, good first impressions. It's running okay on my PC, although it did take a little long to load shaders, or to compile shaders, or whatever it's called. As I journeyed through the checkpoints, I thought about how impressed I was with all of the horse-centric animations, although I was really hoping the gameplay might pick up a little bit more. I hoped that it wasn't just an A to B simulator, never mind a feed the horse and water the horse simulator. I was wanting more variation in gameplay. What's this? There's a random NPC up here. Tree. Okay, so there are viewpoints that you can discover. Let's talk to Batu and see what kind of stuff we have to look forward to. Look at that, he's got a peg leg. Wonder what happened to him. All right.
You're the cartographer?
Oh, this is the cartographer.
Yisu sent me to find you.
A new courier? I am Batutzun, keeper of maps, at your service.
Well met. You look a bit lost.
A rather impolite bear ambushed me. My horse bolted and got injured. I need to treat my horse, but I dropped my pack in panic. Could you retrieve it for me?
Gladly. Since I'm dealing with a bear, I'm going to need cloth and dung.
Ah, to craft animal repellent. Ooh, clever. Here, take a strip of my torn garment.
Okay, so to deal with a bear, we're gonna repel it. Interesting. I didn't even realize I had found the cartographer already. My horse looks dirty also. Look at this. It looks like the mud can get on the horse. And of course, I'm hoping that if I get on the horse, and then I go in the water. Yeah, your horse is dirty. Brush your horse or ride through water to clean it. So it says it reduces the horse's mood. That's not realistic. Horses don't care if they're dirty. And will often roll in mud and nasty water to help ease the flies. But this is a game. It doesn't have to be realistic. Okay. That's interesting, though, that poor grooming will affect the mood. I kind of figured that, like, too much stamina use would affect the mood, or maybe, like, something that scares the horse, like a bear, perhaps? Okay, so animal dung, conveniently, is at the arse end of this horse. How many animal dung do I need? I'm just going to take all of it. We're going to collect all of the poop. And we're going to open our recipe book. Okay. You can craft items to protect and assist you on your journey. Crafted items are used to overcome various challenges, including hunger, wild animals, and environmental conditions. They can also provide enhancements to your horse. Interesting. So we can give our horse buffs in a way. Select a recipe and choose the amount to craft. Okay.
I know. You hate being dirty.
Oh, she's talking to her horse. Is this the animal repellent? Yeah, so it needs 3 animal dung and 5 cloth, which we already had cloth in our inventory. So that's that. I don't think I need to craft more. Powder pouches are a non-lethal way to manage wild animals. Okay, so bottom right you can see that I have some kind of powder pouch, but I'm not sure how to use it. I'm sure it'll tell me how to use it, right? Right? Also, what's this chest? Hold on. See if I can loot this. I can. 10 cloth added. Nice. So, ooh, can I take this bow? No? Oh, darn, look at that. The bows and arrows. Maybe as a reward I will get bows and arrows. Okay. Let's try and figure this out here. What's that little bar draining by my character? That's my character's stamina? Okay. Music is beautiful, by the way. Hold right click to wind up and throw, and middle mouse to aim. Okay. While aiming, press left click to throw.
You'll be fine.
I guess my horse is complaining about the rain. Okay. And then... Okay, and then throw. Did we repel the bear? It looks like we did. Okay, so the bear's gone now. Interesting. Is that it? I'm hoping that's it. Can I just climb down here? Whoop. Yes, okay. I was hoping there wouldn't be fall damage. So now we have to walk through our spurts of poo there. Nice. We've got the pack. Alright. Let's get out of here before that bear returns. Where's my horse? I'm very curious if the horse would have gotten upset by the bear. Alright, back to the cartographer we go. This oh, there was mud there. Sorry, horse. This feels... Oh, and he's getting hungry. Hold on. Let's try feeding the horse for the first time. Horse care. Tend hooves, brush, pet, give item. We're gonna give the horse F. We're gonna give the horse 2 pieces of hay. And look at that, the food is full. Okay, nice. And look at that. She actually is animated when she reaches down to give the horse the food. Oh, I'm enjoying this. This is nice. This is so different from everything else I've been playing. And because it's raining, look, she's holding her arm up. Very cool. I really enjoy survival games where you have like a ship or a vehicle, and so the horse is kind of counting as that right now. Okay. Let's give this guy back his stuff.
I've got your pack. Will you be alright getting home to Tuv?
I will now. Thanks to you. You're a credit to your trade, Nana. Remember that woodcutter I mentioned? His name is Kuchu.
Kuchu.
Yisu wants to add him to our yam roots. With my lame horse and my lame leg, could you find him for me?
I hear he's as stubborn as a goat, but I'll try.
So, you'll need to curry his favor. Convince him we're trustworthy. I'm told he's to the south, near a large copse of trees.
Distracting dangerous wildlife with crafted pouches definitely felt like a step in the right direction in regards to varied gameplay, so I headed off to my next objective, the woodcutter's camp, hoping to find even more variety. I was not disappointed. Oh, collection from Horseback. As a Mongolian rider, you can gather resources from Horseback. Hold E to begin a pickup run. Oh, do we like... Wait, this is so cool. So like I can like grab something off the ground. I have no idea what I'm grabbing though. These flowers? Okay. Here we go. Got it. Nice. We got some cherries. Oh, that is so cool. It's like, oh, look at that bird. It's like in the movies when you see, let's grab the poop. Oops, I missed. In the movies when like a cowboy drops his hat and he can you know, he can reach down and grab his hat. Oh, that's really cool. I really like that. That's a nice mechanic. That looks like some kind of archery target. I wonder if we're gonna get... Ooh! Sorry, horse. I wonder if we're gonna get to... Ooh, that's a stick. Riding up a slope is more stressful on your horse. Slopes drain stamina. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I grabbed that piece of wood. Oh, there's just so many new things. And not only were there new things to keep me busy, but the environment changed a bit. I went from rolling plains to thick forests that held new threats. Okay. I think this might be my final marker, and so we're gonna have to add another marker. Horse is getting hungry a little bit. Let me open up my map here and see where we need to go. Ooh, this is interesting. So I think we're just gonna go we'll just go these 2 points and we'll see where that takes us. I'm hoping there's nothing dangerous in here. Bavgate Forest. Bavgate Forest? The terrain doesn't seem too dangerous, right? Bit of a slope here. So I'm wondering if I leave the horse by like a berry bush or something, if it'll eat, or if I need to feed the horse. Let's see. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna halt the horse right here, and see if it'll eat a raspberry. Will you eat a raspberry? Maybe if I get it closer. I don't think it will. Oh, is it? It is. Okay, that's cool. So I don't have to go into my inventory to feed it every time. It'll just eat the raspberry. Man, he's just chomping down. And look, I think there's like grass in his mouth and everything. Ooh, is this a jump? Can it jump? It can. Okay, so you can spacebar to jump. Very cool. I like that. Scared. Your horse is scared. Its mood. Ooh, wolf hunting ground. Uh-oh. Pet your horse? How do I pet the horse? Oh, there's a jump there. How do I pet the horse? Pet your horse to calm it down. Horse care. Pet horse. Good. Good horse. Right? We are in a wolf hunting ground, though. I wonder if those predator bombs will work on wolves, too? Alright, we've got another jump. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Snapped its legs on the back of that there. Looks like we've made it. Woodcutter Kuchu. Yep. Alright, so the horse is gonna want water. Oh, shoot! There's a wolf right there. Oh my gosh. What do I do? Shoot! Get! What do... Woodcutter Kuchu? Hello? Are you gonna help me with this? Okay, yeah, my horse is not happy. Do we have a weapon? I don't even think we do have a weapon. Alright.
You there! No sudden moves. More than a few bandits have met my axe.
Do I look like a bandit? I'm a courier. Are you Kuchu?
Bah! You work for Yisu? Always interfering. What now?
I think we could help each other.
Perhaps. Can you take this load of wood to Usun? If you can handle that, then maybe I'll join you.
I'll do my best.
We'll see. One more thing. Watch out for the wolves.
Watch out for the wolves as a wolf circles his little camp. Okay. Oh, you have a bow and arrows to defend yourself. Hold right click to raise your bow and aim with the mouse. Hold left click to draw, release to fire. Okay, so that's pretty basic. And I think I just auto pull that out. Let me grab this feather. So you can kill things then. You can hunt. Yeah, look, horse is not happy. Horse care. Let's pet the horse.
Yeah, you're a good horse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the horse's itchy spot. Okay. Okay, where'd that wolf go? Oh. Horse is going. Okay, where's the wolf? I don't see the wolf. Alright. Shoot an arrow at the target. Ooh, there is mounted archery. Okay. We're gonna do this. Nice. Ooh, look at the animation on that. That's cool. I'm really enjoying the animations in this. Okay. Rest at the camp. Do I need to rest? I don't think I need to rest. My horse looks fine. I look okay. Let's just get going. So here's the wolf hunting ground. So the wolf must have followed me. Ooh, this is a long journey. I think we'll be okay. I'm just gonna cut straight across here and just follow this path to here and probably see what this is along the way. Okay, we go. My encounter with the dangerous wolves of the forest was pretty brief, but again I got another A to B quest, which jogged my thoughts on what I'm really hoping for as I continue to play my way through Khiimori. So, what I'm hoping is that there's variety to gameplay, and I have a feeling once I get past the tutorial that'll open up a little bit, because right now it's mostly just travel here, go there, deliver this, get me my pack kind of thing. I think the novelty of having to like bend down and scoop up the things while you are in the saddle is really cool. The management of the horse stamina and food and water and stuff hasn't been a problem. My character, so this is the interesting part, is like my character herself, I don't think she has food and water that I have to worry about, so it's really just the horse. Nice. Grab and boop. I think it's just the horse that I have to worry about. So that's kind of nice. So yeah, this all feels very new still. I'm just hoping that maybe once we get into the horse capturing and the breeding, that there will be like more variety of things to make into goals rather than just doing galloping around to find locations. Oh, why couldn't I do that? It's like, yes, that is definitely the premise of the game. The question is it entertaining enough to keep you locked in, you know? I wonder what you get if you hit. So what happens if I hit this target? Let's see. It reacts, but it doesn't do anything. I'm wondering if there's like a... Ooh, can I collect the arrow? Let's see if we can collect arrows. Can I grab the arrow from it? I don't see an arrow that I could grab. Yeah, okay, so we might have just lost that arrow, so I'm probably gonna have to just keep crafting arrows. Okay, but yeah, anyway, I'm hoping we'll find ways to stay locked in here to the gameplay rather than getting bored from just doing deliveries. Beautiful environment, but I'm just saying, there's not a lot of variation as you go from A to B. What is this, cleaver? What does that mean? What does cleaver do? Plus 10 stamina, 1 bonus. Interesting. I'm hoping there will be some water up here somewhere. This will be the first questionable water situation. Nomad campsites are places of refuge scattered throughout the open world. You can rest and care for your horse at these sites and often find vital resources nearby. Is this a water bucket? Oops. Getting stuck on a basket. Yeah, so this is really cool. So let's set up camp. Must not be mounted. Okay, so we got to dismount. Set up camp. How do I find that prompt again? There we go. E. Okay. Oh, it requires a nomad camping kit. I guess I already have one of those in my inventory. Okay, so now my lovely horse is tied here. Horse care. Let's see. Give item, brush, tend hooves. Ooh, let's tend the hooves. We haven't done that yet.
You're all ready for the next ride?
So she's going to pick up the hoof. She's going to scrape out the debris, make sure there's no rocks wedged in between the frog and the sole. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to sleep and I'm going to see if that replenishes the horse's water or not. We're going to rest until sunrise. Confirm. And we'll see if the horse's water fills. I think it did a little bit. No. Okay, so we still need to find Oyun some water. I'm not seeing water, you guys. Oh, we've got water. We're gonna make it. We'll be able to make it. We can do it. Let's feed the horse. Let's give him a raspberry. Give to horse. We'll give him both of them. Look at this. Eats out of the hand. Okay. Now let's untether. And we'll hop on. And away we go. I think I could do with a little less of the little noise she makes when she tells the horse to go forward. I could probably do without that. Shavart wash. Yes. Okay, so this is what I need. Will the horse just hop down into the water? Yes. Does it swim? It does. That's so cool. All right, let me stop it here so it'll drink. Love it. Its face is just in the water. Okay. Can it hop up and out of the water? Ooh, okay, that was a little shaky. So that was the first rough animation I've seen. If I stop the horse here, will it just fill up on grass? It will. So maybe before it wasn't actually eating the raspberry plant. It was eating the grass. And listen. It's making the little tearing noise that horses make. So like when horses eat, they use the very front of their teeth to rip grass out as close to the roots as they can get, because they like the sugar, the taste of the sugar at the very bottom of the grass root. The shorter grass is, the more sugary it tastes, and they really like that. Okay, enough random horse knowledge. We have a mission we have to do, Wispa. Okay, let's do that. Shoot, I'm turned around here. I'm pretty sure I just have to go over here. Yeah. And it's raining. Horse is gonna get dirty. It's gonna get muddy. I pushed into the Yagan grasslands to my next checkpoint, and then I finally came across my real first environmental hazard. The wind. Yagan grassland, what is this? It looks like wind or something. Maybe it means it's like particularly windy. Yeah, look, we've got wind direction. Oh, this is hilarious. I'm playing a sailing game called Windrose, and there's no wind direction in Windrose, so I think it's really funny that I'm now on horseback and the direction of the wind is going to matter more on my horse vehicle than it is on my ship in Windrose. Anyway, let's make our way here and see if we can go around the wind and then back to our original location. So I like that the game set it up so that you return back to your base in like a circular motion rather than having to backtrack. So technically you're still moving forward and it doesn't feel like you're going backwards. I love how this little horse canters. It's so cute. It's springy. Everything is anatomically correct for the most part. Looks really good. They did a really nice job with this. I can't wait to try out the other horse breeds and see how they differ. I bet certain horse breeds are better in certain environments. Yeah, see, look, here's the wind. Okay, so we've got wind. Is there anything I can do while it's really windy? Oh, this is nuts. Visibility has been reduced. I think really the only thing you can do is find a windbreak, right? In real life, that's what you would do. You would try and find a windbreak so that the horse isn't getting pelted in the face by the wind and the rain. Yeah, look, he does not look happy. I don't think his mood has been affected yet, so this must be manageable level of wind. But if a wolf were to sneak up on me right now, or a bear, I would not be able to see it, so... Rabbit hunting ground. Okay, yeah, look, there's the rabbits. We saw them at the beginning of the game. So if I wanted to hunt some rabbits, I could definitely hunt some rabbits with my bow. I only have 7 arrows, though. Alright, let's see if we can push through this wind. Oh, the stamina drains way too fast for that, I think. So we'll let the stamina refill for a second. And while we're doing this, I'm going to give the horse some hay. We'll give him... I think we'll just give him 1 piece of hay. I want to see how much... Okay, so 1 piece of hay did like 1/3 of the bar, maybe. I was a bit disappointed that the wind didn't have as much of an impact as I thought it would, beyond just draining the horse's stamina if I were to speed up. So it didn't really feel like as much of a challenge as I thought it would be. It was nice to return home, though, back to home camp. Look at this, we're back at base camp. Got some beautiful birds flying overhead to guide us in. Very nice. So we're back in Tove. Back home again, and I'm assuming that when we do have more than 1 horse, this is where we will come. This will be our home base, so to speak, where we manage all the rest of the horses, I guess. Look at that. We flip the leg over and slide down. Very cool. Alright, let's see what Batu has to say.
Nara, did you find Kuchu?
I did, and I ran a delivery for him. We can add him and a nearby fisherman to our routes.
Sometimes it pays to get lost, eh, Batu? Nara, your horse looks tired, and Batu and I need to discuss our next steps. Check its hooves and give it a good brushing. There's hay near the stable, too. Come back when you're done.
Okay. Ooh, wow, I just got a whole bunch of stuff. Trail feed recipe unlocked. Heat stroke ointment. Ooh. Ooh, so there really is quite a bit of survival to this. Well, that's... The horse is, there he goes. A little rough. Early access, okay. Early access. So, tether your horse. Can I lead my horse? I'm not sure that there's a way to lead it. But let me find where it wants me to tether it. I like that this village is on the banks of a lake. It's very pretty. So this must be the main barn area.
Easy.
Okay, dismount and then press E to tether. Alright. Tether. There we go. So, the horse is tethered. Your horse becomes exhausted as you travel across Mongolia. Interact with your horse to restore horse health and mood. It can also remove injuries and other negative conditions. Caring for a horse at stable provides the best results. Interact with your horse to restore health. Okay, so we've already done quite a bit of that. So, I think it's going to want me to brush the horse.
You're such a good horse.
Yeah, so this is really cool. I'm pleasantly surprised by the game so far. There's like a lot of novel stuff in it that I haven't seen in other survival games. And because they picked the setting that they did, it feels like all of these things meld really well. Like, it doesn't feel just like a horse game. It feels like an actual survival game, which I really like. Alright, care and feeding complete. Mission accepted, free reign, endless horizons. Speak to Yusu about delivering cargo, speak to Batu about exploring the area. So, I think this is a good point to end my first impressions. These are my very first impressions, and as I just said, I'm impressed. I really like all of the animations that they gave to the horse model. I love the soundtrack and the setting of everything. Look how cute this is. You walk close to your horse, the horse looks at you. And what I'm excited to do is maybe in a future video push past this and see what the wild horse capture is like, what breeding horses is like, and what else exactly we can do in this game beyond just going from A to B as a Yam rider. So what do you guys think about The Legend of Khiimori? Have you guys given it a try yet? And if you have, how did you find it? If you want to see more of this game, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to try working on the next installment of this. I'm hoping that this will be like a short series that just checks out the game, and then when it gets released out of early access, I might try and do like a full playthrough if there's interest. If there's not, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be playing this off camera anyway, because as I said, I'm a horse person and love survival games. So that is it for me today, guys. If you're interested in more gameplay, I have a full Windrose early access playlist. I also have a full Subnautica playlist and a Grounded playlist that you guys can check out, so be sure to go look for those.
Soon, don't worry.
I guess my horse is hungry. That is it for me today, guys. I hope you are enjoying your games. I hope you enjoyed this look into a different kind of survival game. Enjoy whatever it is you are playing, and I will see you all in the next video.